Welcome to Melbourne, and welcome to the Australian sun. We're still getting used to some track revisions here, but the core hasn't changed. This is a beloved classic of the F1 calendar, and it's time for the Australian Grand Prix. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit, 3.28 miles around, with the streets making for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 14 corners around the lake, with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Stroll, Hamilton, Russell, Sainz, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Albon, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Sargent, Gasly, Joe, Bottas, Ricciardo, and Yuki Tsunoda. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And what would any Grand Prix weekend be without the one and only Natalie Pinkham? Can we start by having a chat about Sergio Perez?
What a quality performance. The big question, though, is how does that translate on race day? Can they hold on to that lead? Beside that, of course, any kind of turn 1 incident could completely turn the race on its head. Let's keep our fingers crossed everyone can get through in one piece.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. You've lost some time to the car behind. All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
A great race then, and a fantastic victory here at Albert Park. So, Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
I really feel the track layout, combined with the track temperatures we saw today, suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Well, there was a lot of incredible driving out there today, but if I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one. Welcome to Sao Paulo, which has been host to Formula One races since 1973. So sit back and relax for what is sure to be a fantastic Brazilian Grand Prix. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 left turns and 6 right turns for a total of 15 corners. It's a wet one today as well, so grip and visibility will be at a premium, and the drivers will need to be careful coming up the hill in Sector 3, the scene of many an accident over the years. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Stroll, Verstappen, Russell, Norris, Leclerc, Perez, Magnussen, Albon, Hülkenberg, Sargent, Ocon, Gasly, Joe, Bottas, Ricciardo, and Yuki Tsunoda. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Well, it's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Anthony Davidson, could be a wet one today. Great to have you with us. What are your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? Well, as a driver, there are 3 big things to worry about when racing in these kind of conditions: standing water, tyre temperature and visibility. And judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
A great race then, very much as we've come to expect, and a fantastic victory here at Interlagos. Tell me, Ant, how do they manage to achieve this win?
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.